Dude! What a fucking game, bro.
Elden Ring is one that we'll be looking back to as a game that moved the genre forward.
Absolutely fucking fantastic. It is an actual masterpiece.
It's one of the best games ever made.
I think the game is one of the best games I've ever played.
Elden Ring is a masterpiece. There's just no other word for it.
Alright. This game can't be that good, right? Like, why would a game designed to be crushingly difficult be praised so highly? Like, I never understood why a game designed to eviscerate you has become one of the most successful games within the past decade. I wanted to see what the hype is about, so I bought the game, and then got killed by the first boss, like, instantly. After a couple of pathetic attempts, I called cap on everyone saying that this is the easiest From Software game in the series, and just left. After suffering that humiliating defeat, I decided that this game isn't for me, and I just left it sitting in my Steam library, dormant, till one day I was given the guidance of grace one more time by this one small-time streamer called Kai Cenat.
If your nigga beat Elden Ring, bro, praise that nigga, my nigga, please.
Say what you want about Kai Cenat, but he beat Elden Ring without using summons or magic. Helped me with just delivering straight hands to everyone at Elden Ring. Like, not gonna lie, it took him 150 hours to do so, but he still did it without any prior experience in a From Software game. Like, Kai Cenat doesn't really stream games like that, you know what I mean? He focuses more on, like, the big title games that everyone streams, like GTA 5, Call of Duty, or even NBA. So honestly, I didn't even expect him to finish the game, but despite being repeatedly doubted by the entire world, and his chat for that matter, he showed the world that it's possible to beat Elden Ring. This feat of triumph is what inspired me to finally commit to finishing Elden Ring. Like, you know, if this dude can finish the game, like, what's my excuse, you know? Like, the excuse of me saying this game is too hard suddenly became invalid, and as my pride in being a gamer, I was compelled to complete this game. I also wanted to beat the game under the same circumstances as Kai, meaning the no use of summons or no magic. When I say no magic, I mean I won't be like shooting lasers out of my staff, but I will be using this flame sword thingy because, you know, it looks cool. But anyways, after I beat the game, I can now fully understand why Elden Ring was nominated for Game of the Year. Probably even Game of the Century if there was such an award. Like, if we're talking about just price per content, this game is like off the charts. There are some games I purchased that aren't even a tenth of the content that Elden Ring provides. There are so many things you can do that I can see the average person is probably spending 200 plus hours of the game, assuming they fully explored every nook and cranny, you know. But just when you think you've finally fully explored everything on the surface, there's still an underground section of the game that is just waiting for you to explore. And not to mention the hundreds and thousands of weapon combinations that you can play with. Like, the replay value in this game is so insane. If you're wondering why this game is still full price, well, it's because they're giving you 3 times the value than any standard AAA title is going to give you. Like, you're literally getting a lot of bang for your buck here. And let's not forget, they also have New Game Plus, so you can keep replaying the game as much as your hearts can desire. This game is an open world game, and what's cool is that if you're looking out in the distance, everything is explorable, and sometimes without even load times. Going from one region to the other was seamless. The only time I noticed a loading screen was when I die or fast travel. Other than that, the game loads pretty effortlessly, even on the Steam Deck. Like, I literally played the entire game on the Steam Deck and didn't experience any sign of loading on the map, which is baffling to me because of how beautiful this game is. This game literally looks so beautiful. Like, this game is so gorgeous. Like, the devs must be an acid or something. I have no idea how can they make this beautiful ass creations while making each region very distinguishable from the other ones. Well, my personal favorite was Caelid, you know, the one that's scarlet infested and all that. I'm not gonna lie, I really hate this region, but this place just has such a cool vibe to it. The redness in the tone kind of reminds me of an irradiated infection from like a zombie apocalypse, and it's spooky as fuck, especially when you're underleveled, but once you've become Elden Lord, you know, it's not too bad. You know what else is crazy? The level design. There are places that look very disorganized, but the moment you start exploring, the level is kind of designed to subtly direct you to where you should actually go. The best example of this that I can think of was in Raya Lucaria. You know, it looks very intimidating to approach, but there is a definitive entrance that you can start off with. And as you progress through the level, right, you can kind of see where the map is trying to take you, and you just naturally go there. Like, that's kind of cool to me. I personally love having a waypoint telling me where to go most of the time because it's just, you know, my lizard brain can't comprehend where to naturally go. But the way that Elden Ring implements it in this game, it's kind of nice not relying on a waypoint for once. Honestly, this game reminds me of how fun it is to get lost sometimes and just magically find out you're going the right way. Now let's talk about the main reason why I thought I wouldn't like playing Elden Ring, which is the fact that you can't adjust the difficulty. I thought I honestly would hate it, because, I don't have that much time to play video games anymore. I can't be like those streamers who just react to stuff and print money. Like, I actually have to go out and work. And if I have some energy left over, I might have a chance to start a game and then fall asleep right at the menu. Like, why would I choose a game to stress me out if I just want to, sit down and unwind? I'm just trying to find a game to get lost in and just enjoy a little bit of storytelling mixed with some good gameplay. Just not having that difficulty adjustment really prevented me from trying this game in the first place. But after playing this game, I think I might have changed my mind on that statement. Because someone in the comment section of one of Kai's clips pointed out that since there is no place to adjust the difficulty, we all get to experience the same game. Meaning that if Melania just spams her waterfowl dance at you, everyone's felt that. And when Margaret delayed his attacks just to bait out your roll, I'm pretty sure everyone's experienced that at some point.
These foolish ambitions to rest.
And the beauty of not having a difficulty is it allows us to connect with everyone with the struggle and relate to people when they finally beat that one boss that's been like beating our ass senselessly for days.
I missed! I fucking got her! Let's go! Yes!
Which is why I think people really love Elden Ring. Despite its difficulty, once you beat the boss, it really becomes one of the best feelings in the world. There are some people that might disagree with this statement, but we can all agree that the most time we felt alive in this world is when we've achieved something we've obsessively spent time at. Like improving your skill at a sport or something, or even studying to pass in exams. Elden Ring gives you an opportunity to show your resolve when it comes to beating a boss. That's why people enjoy spending a few days getting grilled by a difficulty of boss just to beat them once. Because, the boss only has to get unlucky once. And when they finally do, nothing else in the world matters because you finally beat the boss that's been whooping your ass. And then we're glad to do it again in like 5 minutes. Some people might not have the patience to sit there for days grinding out the same boss, which is fine, But the game gives you many options to kind of help your boss battles. Like, for example, they give you summons that you can call in to assist in the battle, so they can kind of take the brunt of the damage while you over here do some chip damage. For me, I personally choose not to because that was a challenge I set for myself. But if you want to use it, it's completely fine. It's a really cool mechanic in the game and I'd highly recommend people to use it. Like, don't be ashamed of it. It's literally in the game, so go ahead and use it. I think where this game succeeds in the most is being a good old-fashioned video game, where you can just explore the open world, experiment with new playstyles, and even play co-op or PvP if you wanted to. This game is just focused on giving the players a fun experience without trying to sell you any microtransactions. And even their DLC is basically another full-blown game. Like Shadow of the Erdtree, oh my god. I really think it's going to be up for Game of the Year if they let it. Like, it's that good. But anyways, if you're hesitant on picking up the game, don't be. Do yourself a favor and play this game. If you even have to, follow a guide on YouTube because that'll help make the experience better. If y'all need a great guide, there's this dude named Fighting Cowboy on YouTube that kind of helped me break the ice with this game. And once I felt like I had an adequate enough build, I kind of just removed the training wheels and just explore the world. Even if you don't watch that guy that I just recommend, just know that there are resources out there that can help you get started playing this game. Like, I kid you not, give this game an honest try because it is honestly worth the hype. When they call it a masterpiece, they are not exaggerating. Now, before you go, do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel, and then I'm also going to be streaming the DLC for a bit, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.